Something that's going to be very interesting this year for Lars Tiffany is what they're going to do at the faceoff dot. I mean, Petey LaSalle has gone to the PLL. He was the NCAA record holder. He is for draws taken. Over 1,700 draws for Petey LaSalle in 77 games, Q. Now it's up to a handful of folks, a couple of transfers. One of them, Anthony Ghobriel. He transferred in from Navy, and he takes the opening draw. Violation goes against Michigan, and just
the big dance, Joey Terenzi.
Think about when you're Virginia, you can redshirt so many players. I mean, they did it with Connor Schellenberger famously, but Terenzi took a red shirt last year. Schroeder took a red shirt last year. Colsey redshirted last year, and now here they are. Pedersen hands it off. Ghobriel battling with Wietfeldt. Michigan gets possession initially. Ruled possession, but Virginia gets it back. There's Terenzi again.
On that first shot. Michigan struggling with picks now. Back-to-back goals by Schellenberger and Millens. And out of the stick, Cotter, super fast. Tiernan from Huntington, Long Island. One of 5 key grad transfers.
Yeah, that's where he lives, isn't it? Coach Connery said he gives him a real inside presence.
Yeah, they lose Josh Zawada to Duke, and this offense is going to look a little differently this year.
Can be released, so that may play a part in this as we go 5-on-5. Wietfeldt and Ghobriel. Michigan's Justin Wietfeldt, one of the top face-off men in the country. And Ghobriel, the transfer from Navy.
Michigan, you're the Cavaliers. Virginia's cannot.
And wing play so important on face-offs. That one won by Virginia, and that's a big face.
And then Cormier on an ISO. And they're going to stay with that. And then he's going to add his own wrinkles. Kevin was a fierce midfielder for Duke University and in Major League Lacrosse. I mean, one of the all-time great competitors. Played for Team USA. He's at Lehigh. He's been known to get the ball behind the goal a lot. They've always had solid goalie play, and I think he'll be wonderful teaching some of these young midfielders. So,
wild set. Bane's going to get a look here. Tough angle. Heads up. That was deflected.
4 to 5 goals now. Excuse me, 4 goals off of pick plays.
And the freshman McCabe Millen has half of the Cavaliers' goals. A hat trick. Bame comes into this game 41 points away from becoming Michigan's all-time leading scorer. Virginia is doing really well at the face-off dot. Schellenberger.
Is, you know, continuity. They just got to figure out how to score goals in the settled sets today in half field. Like everything about them, I thought it was the biggest story last year. The Michigan brand, Cotter, so big, so strong in the Midwest and across this country. A huge positive for this, huge positive for the sport.
I was going to say Jackie Weller took that draw. Let's keep an eye on that. Justin Wietfeldt had lost 6 of 9 draws, so they bring in Weller, and he won.
The response he gets, rugged cat, recommitted, terrific on ground balls, and Virginia scoring in every facet suddenly.
Weller wins another draw. Michigan's got to take advantage, but another beautiful play defensively. That time it was Whalen.
Chismar gets lit up.
Fulton, will he take a shot? No, he gives it off to Schellenberger. That's smart. He shoots lefty and is wide. And Colucci, Thomas Colucci taking the draw for Virginia, and he wins possession but loses in the middle of the field. Now he's going to get it back. Maybe. Maybe not. He did it first. Ball still loose. No possession granted yet. I guess they did because players were able to come out of the restraining box. Virginia ball. Now we get a whistle. Ghobriel wins another one.
Nice pass by Nunes.
Millen gets in front. Unbelievable. His 4th of the day.
You talk about speed. Nunes delivers the long dime, and Millen in space. He just feels disrespected, kicks it into turbo. Watch the speed. Right there, he leans in, dives through the tangent of the crease, and he launches himself a good 4 yards. He's not in the crease. He does not land in the goal mouth. That goal will hold up.
Young man right here at Faceoff. Wietfeldt is back, so Justin Wietfeldt is back to take these draws with Ghobriel. Ghobriel's got the better of him today.
Ghobriel's just beating him to the punch, beating him off the whistle. Done a nice job on his escapes.
Here's Terenzi.
Numbers.
He'll shoot. Bounces it high. Justin Wietfeldt from Michigan would be losing the face-off battle to any number of face-off men that Virginia was going to throw out there. Thought we might see Gable Braun. He's too banged up to go, so it's Ghobriel and Colucci, and they're getting the better of it.
That's been a big surprise, and that'll be a question mark for Virginia all season. If they can fill the shoes of Petey LaSalle, that would be huge.
Going up near the Onondaga Nation and knowing so many of the lacrosse players from that great nation, and he said he's kind of, you know, the joy of the game. It was sort of refreshing to be with the Haudenosaunee during the World Championships last June in San Diego, to have that joy of the game refreshed in him.
I was thinking about that the other day after that Denver Hopkins tic-tac-toe passing. Check that. Lockwood with the assist, Tiernan with his second.
Battling for the loose ball, finally picked up by Virginia. Cavaliers will look to run. Terenzi, the extra pass, and finished by Cormier.
Terenzi's such a weapon. This is a great example of Virginia just beats you down the field with snappy passing, and their defenders are taught to run from the top of the box down to the opposing team's crease, so they don't decelerate at the top of the box. They finish their runs down low. Watch Terenzi on this play. This is a nice pass out of traffic right here. You find your wing. Castor doesn't hesitate. Look at Terenzi 5. Watch how he runs, catches, moves it on, and Cormier is able to sting it. Terenzi's been such a weapon in odd man rushes today. His ability to carry himself or his ability to distribute.
Cormier with a hat trick. It's possible he could catch Mac O'Keefe. He'd have to have a huge year. He started the year 62 goals behind. Chismar, he'll shoot off the pipe. Mac O'Keefe, the all-time leading goal scorer in NCAA Division I history, at 221.
There's a pack chasing him, isn't there?
And yeah, a couple of guys, Brandow could get there. They'd all have to have huge.
Yeah, it's a little like Cheesecake Factory. You know, the menu's a little deep. Some conferences are going to use it, some aren't. Some venues are going to use it, some aren't. That inconsistency concerns me. Hopefully by the end of the year, we're all on the same page.
And 157 points in 23 games last year. That's stupid. Ghobriel. Schellenberger. Score! Boy, have we seen that before for Virginia? How many times with Petey LaSalle? And in this case, LaSalle, he's moved on to the whips in the PLL, so it's Anthony Ghobriel's turn to find one on the wing and bury it off the face-off.
Ghobriel was a great high school running back at Highland Park in Dallas. They have just a huge high school football program. Spent a couple of years at Navy, and now he's a transfer Fogo here at Virginia. He's done marvelous work today. And is that not Schellenberger's shot? You see where he stands now. Inevitable that he's at the top of that list. Question is how many games? 5 or 6. The guy averages 5 points a game.
Right. Led the country in assists per game last year.
Healthier now, according to Connor and his coach.
And instead, Virginia's really owned the Q, and it's been Ghobriel and Colucci both getting the better of Wietfeldt, and Weller's taken 7 draws from Michigan.
And you watch that montage of replays. He's winning the whistle. He's clearly dialed into the timing, and he's winning that initial clamp. Virginia now up 15-6 in the face-off department. But going into that break, Michigan with their first back-to-back goals, spaced by 45 seconds. So a little momentum now. Feels like Virginia maybe have taken their foot off the gas a bit.
Need to lean on Wietfeldt, team captain this year. Thomas Colucci taking the draw for Virginia, and Wietfeldt wins it again. But Colucci does a nice job of coming back on defense and winning possession.
And then watch, boom, ball's right in bounds. No hesitation, love it.
Oh, physical play again off the draw. Lockwood comes out of there with it.
Because your mistakes get punished. You're either going and double teaming right away and being decisive, or you're keeping your stick in the gloves of Peyton Cormier. That's how dangerous he is.
Colucci, he'll shoot, bounces it high.
The sport has great officials at this level, the games that we cover. So I don't worry about them. The technical aspects of it at some venues, I think will be where the hiccups happen.
Another draw wonder, as you might imagine, coming out of Oakville, Ontario, and high school football player as well. Just a big physical athlete. Colucci. Nice job by Wietfeldt to get the ball back to his team. Pedersen. Bassani thought he might load it up. Instead, he gets it back to
matchups like this out of conference. I think it adds a lot to the offseason, Cotter. You know, you think about like Syracuse is more of a soft roll up to their season. If you're Michigan and Virginia, you've been training for this game. I got to think that it adds star in the Big Ten.
Had just 2 goals last year on 2 for 31 shooting. He's 1 for 3 today. Chismar eventually comes out of the scrum with it.
Doing a lot of the dirty work. 34 in white, now a June screens. That's a nice little 2-man play.
I mentioned Clemson follows us in the women's game. That's going to start on ESPN, or ACC Extra, I should say, streaming.
Be interested to see how fast Clemson, what are they, outside the top 20 right now.
Heck of a debut season last year. I mean,
yeah, I was by the on-ball defender, and so he takes the available avenue and flicks it over his shoulder. Boyden will trend on Twitter.
Pace he had to put on that shot too from that far out. It wasn't like he was right on the crease. Cormier harassed, gets knocked down but scores anyway. Will they count the goal? I think the whistle came before the shot. Still though, man, timeout for
like you're gonna have to use a stronger shaft that may weigh an ounce or 2 more.
I've got some wooden sticks from back in the day I could bring out.
Kyle Morris with a 38-hour goal for Virginia.
Good face-off win by Weller. That time Morris stands tall.